You're watching NBA Now here on Chat Sports. Subscribe to the channel. We need more NBA subscribers. NFL subscribers have dominated since week one, since last Thursday. We need NBA subs to pick things back up. We got the latest rumors, news, Q&As, draft coverage. We do it all here at Chat Sports. Hit that red button and subscribe today. First question on our live mailbag from Milwaukee Sports. Will Giannis get traded? I don't think this is very likely, at least this offseason. Maybe Milwaukee starts slow next year and they're like, we better get something for him because he's just going to walk in free agency. Here's kind of the latest here. He met with the Bucks recently for about 3 hours, their front office, their GM, and talked about the future of the franchise. We also know after that playoff loss to the Heat, he said he wants to make it work in Milwaukee, doesn't want to run and take another opportunity there. But the Bucks did inform him that they would dip into the luxury tax and be willing to spend, which that is encouraging if you're Giannis, right? Because Milwaukee's obviously a smaller market. We know how great he is. He's got to be better in the playoffs. I think he needs a true number two piece. You've got Chris Middleton, who I think would be an excellent number three. I don't think he's a number two. So I think depending on what the Bucks do this offseason and how they play next year will determine his long-term future. As of now, though, Milwaukee Sports, I don't think he's going to get traded. Austin YouTube's next up. What will the Warriors do with the number two pick? That's a trendy topic, especially when it comes to the NBA draft. Obviously, Golden State, in some sense, tanked this year with Steph Curry hurt, Klay Thompson hurt, Kevin Durant going to Brooklyn. They kind of just mailed it in this year, which was smart because the Warriors needed some much-needed rest after five straight finals trips. The latest is that they're looking at Denny Abadia, the foreigner out of Israel, who can do a little bit of everything. He's kind of an extreme poor man's Luka Doncic, more of an off-ball type, but kind of has that good handle, can shoot, can pass, can do a little bit of everything. Good size, too, 6'8", 6'9". Needs to probably put on 20 pounds, but he's only 19. And they like him more than LaMelo Ball at this point, which is very, very interesting. That can certainly change, but the number two pick is a hot topic because a lot of people believe that the Warriors should trade it and try to bring in another star player. So I'll leave it up to you guys. What should Golden State do with the number two pick? Should they keep it? Should they trade it? Type K for keep, type T for trade. They'll definitely explore trading it. They can package Wiggins in that number two pick for a legitimate piece. They will like to do that. I'll be curious to see what ends up happening in the end. We got NBA jerseys available for you Warriors fans. We got this Steph Curry jersey at chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. Lots of different ones to pick from. It's the brand new Nike ones, legitimate deals here. None of that off-brand stuff. Chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. All the top players, all the top teams, you can represent your favorite player when you go to that link and pick out a jersey. A lot of the time, these are on sale. As we're filming this live, these are on sale. If you're watching at a later date, maybe they're not. What does that mean? You better go to that link now if you want to get the best deal available. That link will be in the comments, and it'll be in the description. Lillard using hashtag trade. That's the easiest way to get on the show. CJ McCollum, Nurkic, Ariza, and in the 16th pick for Giannis. No. There's too much going on there. Plus, Trevor Ariza's got no values. That's number one. The Bucks are only going to move Giannis if two things happen. One, Giannis tells them, trade me so you can get something for me because I'm not going to re-sign. And two, it's got to be multiple first-round picks. Like McCollum, Nurkic, Ariza, and a middle of the first-round pick, that's not enough. If you add another pick in there and maybe take Ariza off and add a third pick, maybe. You're not quite there yet, though. Rainier Albert says CP3 for Ben Simmons. I think you'd have to add another player in there to make it work financially from Philadelphia's side. I'm thinking about it, and I don't hate it, actually, especially for the short term. I think CP3 and Joel Embiid could run a nasty pick and roll. I really do. Ben Simmons, you get a young piece back in OKC. I don't hate this. I'm going to explore this some more. I think there's probably got to be a pick involved somewhere and another player, but don't hate the idea. I've not seen that one proposed. That's a good one. Next up, Native using hashtag trade. Joel Embiid, Al Horford, and Josh Richardson for Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, and Eric Bledsoe. I think the money works. It's definitely on track there because Embiid and Middleton financially are pretty close. Horford is a little bit more than Bledsoe and Lopez, but with Richardson being less. The problem is why would Philly do it? Because Embiid is by far the best player in that trade. If you swap Embiid with Simmons, maybe. But even then, probably not, because Chris Middleton, he's not a number one or a number two. Shadman using hashtag trade. Buddy Hield to Philadelphia for Josh Richardson and some picks. I've seen this this idea. I think Bleacher Report threw this idea out there, a Buddy Hield trade to Philadelphia. It would probably have to be Richardson and at least a first, if not a first and another pick down the road. I think it'd be great for Philly. Get another shooter in there. They really missed J.J. Redick this year. That was a big problem with that offense. They didn't have enough shooters. And I think Sacramento will probably trade Buddy Hield this offseason. Who is your favorite NBA player of all time? It can be a current player or it can be a former player. Who is your favorite player of all time? Mine is Dirk Nowitzki, lifelong Mavericks fan. We're here in Dallas at Chat Sports. Let me know, who is your all-time favorite player? Why not? A loyal watcher of the show. Number 2 for number 8, Clippers first-round pick, and Frank Ntilikina. Golden State drafts Devin Vassell or Okoro there, or Onyeka if he falls. There's a lot of moving parts here, Brett. Or why would you want to move? I don't know why you'd want to move down from number 2 to number 8 just to get Ntilikina. He's not the difference there. Like, you got to get a better piece to fall down 6 spots. Cortez Williams, Boston trades pick number 14 and pick 26. 14 is the Grizzlies pick that they have this year. And a second and Daniel Tice for the number 2 pick. Okay, so 2 first-round picks, a second, and Daniel Tice for the number 2 pick. I don't think it's enough. 14's not close enough to 2. I think you got to throw another first in there. To move from 14 to 2, I don't know, especially in the NBA. This is in the NFL. In the NBA, there's such a big difference between the top 3 and 4 picks and then, like, the 15th pick because there's just so many busts. Like, so many guys bust. People bust at the number 2 pick. Like, I don't think that's enough, Cortez. I think you got to throw another first in there. Nenendu, Drew Holiday to the Lakers for Danny Green. Who's THT? I'm trying to figure that out. Quinn Cook and 2 firsts plus 28th pick for Jerome Robinson and Ish Smith. So Ish Smith, Jerome Robinson, and Drew Holiday to the Lakers for Danny Green, THT, Quinn Cook, 2 firsts, and the 28th pick. Taylor and Horton Tucker, that's right. No one wants Danny Green. That's the problem with all these Laker trade ideas where they get a 3rd star in there. No one wants Danny Green. If you can move his contract, maybe, but that's going to be the big issue for the Lakers if they're trying to get creative with trades. Obviously, a lot of this will depend on how they finish this year. If they win the title, they'll probably be content with what they have. But if they come up short, especially to the Nuggets, they will be exploring this offseason.